between Roylee and TLG. And on the left of the floating courtyard, losing game 1, it is the back-to-back Langrisser Mobile Apex Arena champion with the lineup of Earnhardt, Reen, Landios, Iris, and Zerida. It is Roylee! And on the right, we have the underdog who won game 1 with a crazy AoE, showing off a lineup of Ares, Iris, Yusuke, Landios, and Bozel. It is TLG, the last game. Now, we did have Azera turn 1 move up to faction buff, and we have Earnhardt with Templar Knights. Meanwhile, the Landios of TLG is going to slightly move on forward here. It's going to faction buff here. Yusuke is going to move on forward and faction buff as well. There was unfortunately no breeze proc coming in for Zerida, so she won't be able to travel as much. So interesting enough, we do have a Peace of Mind coming up here, but as we can see here, there is a little opening here that has to be plugged in here. So we shall see what is going to happen. If we will see a turn 1 dive with Ares, or turn 2 with a follow-up of Bozel, we shall see. Alright. So, interesting enough, as I said, Roylee has opted in for a Peace of Mind cast first on the Landios. And meanwhile, we have the Bozel, Iris, and Ares available for movement. And Ares is going to be rocking the AoE attack, the AoE attack aspect. And it looks like we will see a turn 2 dive, or turn 3, not sure, but TLG has opted in for Ares just to stick back and relax, give Landios a King's Crown proc, and Roylee is actually going to opt not to transform just yet. It's actually going to move on forward and not do anything here. TLG with Bozel and Iris available for movement. Let's see on TLG. So TLG has equipped Bozel with the Sorcerer, so he will be able to travel in the sky. We have the Dark Waltz coming up for Bozel. And now we have Iris. Now do take note, Iris does have a teleport. So Roylee can actually go to teleport anyone here, but will not choose to. Has decided to stay put and give everyone a bit of a heart, and has given Reen an attack boost. Actually, it was a damage dealt increase. So now Roylee is up for available for movement. Zerida will not be able to reach anyone here. And we do have the faction buff coming in for the Landios of Roylee. Let's see what TLG is going to do here. And Ares does have a little hole here that he could sneak in and deal some AoE. But the thing is, the Landios, especially with Peace of Mind activated, Ares will be unable to get out there. So I think what TLG is going to do, he's just going to wait until all of the attackers have taken their turn, or an attacker that can essentially take out Ares in one shot, to take their turn first. And TLG moving up to the center of the map and just taking control, and basically just just baiting out Zerda. Really, I can see Langrisser over there screaming out into the distance at Zerda, saying, "Try me right now, try me." But no, let's not. Let's not, Zerda. Let's not. So Roylee, with Rain, Erenhad, Iris, and Zerda available for movement, and it looks like Rain is going to retreat it back, and it's going to do Spirit Unification now. And we have the Ashen Chevalier going off. 1 stack. And let us see what the Rain is going to do here on the very next turn. So TLG. Available for movement. Ares, Bolzo, Iris, and Yusuke here. Let's see what TLG is going to do here. Looks like Yusuke is going to move on forward and transform. No breeze. And let's see what Roylee's going to do here with the Zerda, Erenhad, and Iris here. It looks like Erenhad is going to actually Stormlance and teleport herself on the edge here. And unfortunately, there was no breeze proc going off here. Let's see what TLG is going to do here. So I'm very, very curious why Roylee decided to teleport over here. It looks like we're going to have a Le Jardin d'Iris on the Bolzo here. Interesting enough. So it looks like TLG is going to try to go in with Ares AoE. And there's no way Zerda is able to bypass the guard unless she uses Alhazard Bloodthirster and Killing Blow. But let's see. I'm very, very curious what the plan of TLG is. From what I can gather is that TLG is actually going to go for an AoE and just essentially bring everyone here up top together and use Bozal to either put someone to sleep or Black Hole here. Zera's going to retreat all the way back. Going to use Alhazard, and it's going to use Alhazard Bloodthirster. Now we have the Ares and Bozal available for movement. So what TLG can do, can go over here, activate Fearless Hurricane, go here, AoE. He will not be able to pick up the Zerda unless he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Nope, still not enough. So this is an excellent move by Roylee with the positioning of his heroes here. But I think a nice Black Hole here on Rain would be pretty cool. Not smart, but cool. We'll be able to be dealing some damage to Zerda here. I think Black Hole is 4 blocks, so it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so basically Zerda, Erenhad, Iris, and Rain will be hit with the Black Hole. Or, as I said before, yep, Ares is going to go here. And we have a Royal Blessing on the Lanius, and that's what's going to happen. We're going to have the AoE here. Wind Whisper is going to go off. A good amount of damage to the Rain here. And let's see if it's going to be enough from like a Black Hole. We shall see. Fearless Hurricane is going to go off. Iris and Rain. Rain is not going to take any fixed damage due to the fact of the Hurricane. But now we're going to wind up seeing a mass heal coming in for Iris here. And then we are going to see that sick Black Hole coming out. So if TLG wants to get really, really ballsy here, moves here. Actually, no. Yeah, Ken move here. Target Landius with the Black Hole. Basically affect everyone here in this range. Could try to get like an attack, a debuff here. Not sure, but looks like Iris is going to opt in for the heal on herself. So there is a possible chance that I don't think it's going to be enough to kill Rain, but if there is a more than possible chance that this black hole does kill Rain here, it's going to be very, very beneficial. But no, we're actually going to have a sleep, and Rain is going to take a nice little slumber. And here we are, turn 3. Zerida is in position to kill Ares or Bozal here. And let's see what Roylee is going to choose as for Zerida's next meal. Let's see who Roylee is going to pick here. Looks like, yep, Roylee's going to go for the Bozal kill here. And Bozal will die in one shot. And Zerida will heal back to full. Yusuke is obviously very, very mad on off camera. And then Zerida's going to retreat back. And now we have Yusuke moving forward, going for a Dark Spirit Gun on the Zerida. And this should kill her in one shot, and it does. Zerida will be taken out by the Yusuke. And now Rain is still asleep, but the ogre status has been increased now. And now Roylee left with Earnhardt, Landius, and Iris here. Roylee having 3 minutes and 20 seconds left on the backup timer. Now it's going to be down to 3 with Landius, Iris, and Earnhardt available for movement. And Reen still taking a nice nap there. And also suffering a damage taken by 20%. Alright, Roylee very, very back down the corner. And Iris is actually going to go and teleport Earnhardt back to the top now. Let's see what Ares can do here. Question is, will Ares actually go in for the retreat? It looks like Ares is going to try to go in for the attack here. Not sure how much it's going to do. Actually, almost takes out the Landius, and Landius is down to a low 2,000 life, and Ares is able to retreat, and it's going to give the King's Crown proc to Landius here of TLG, and TLG just planning his every move so strategically and on point. Roylee going to move up with Landius, going to try to protect Green as much as possible. Iris and Landius available for movement. So here's the thing: TLG will have turn priority in the next turn. TLG is going to move on forward with Landius. Earnhardt could use total destruction. Actually, no, she can't. It's not in range, but. And now Iris available for movement, and she's going to wind up healing Ares back to full, so that way Ares can still have the effect of Last Rites, but instead she's going to go in for a Dolly, and it's not going to heal Ares to full. And Rain is going to take his turn, and now TLG has turn priority now, and that and that Iris all the way in the corner right there looks pretty good. We do have a wind whisper still available. We have a wind whisper available for use for Ares right now, considering he used it in turn 2. Dark Spirit Gun ain't till the next turn, but looks like the Landius of TOG is actually going for an attack here, and it's actually going to take him out. And the Landius of Roylee is going to lose a life. And let's see what Roylee is going to do here. And looks like Iris is going to move on forward and heal Lannis back to full, and is going to give a and Iris is going to give a regeneration buff to Reen here. But the thing is, will it be enough? And don't forget, we still have the Wind Whisper from TLG to use, and this could kill the Reen. And it looks like Yusuke is going to go for a melee attack. The thing is, will this be enough? And no, it will not. Lannis will live with a little over 8k life, and we have a breeze proc going up. Now we have the Reen, the Ironhide, and Lannis still available for movement. So Reen can still use termination slashed on, depending on what weapon he has. All right, so he does have the bounce blade, and this is going to deal a good amount of damage to everyone. Ares is being anti-heal block now, and Yusuke as well. And Ares, and Reen is going to heal back to full now. So this is very, I don't know if I'm using the correct term, monotonous, but the fact that Ares cannot heal, Ares, all healing is dealt as damage, but the thing is, he can't heal himself. So, yep. And Yusuke has damage dealt decreased by 20%, which is pretty big. And now Roylee with Landius and Ironhide available for movement. He's actually going for the attack here against the Landius. So eventually just trading troops. And we have the Steel Maiden going off. And now we're going to have the Grand Cross come in from the Ironhide of Roylee. Let's see how much damage this will do. And explosions all over the place. And the Yusuke and Landius will still live now. But that Grand Cross, so good. Removing some buffs. And she is now given a shield now. Now TOG is going to try to remove as much of the debuffs he can off of the Landius, and Landius is going to take his turn, and TLG is going to take the turn priority right here. TLG with Landius with a no healing debuff, Yusuke with a damage dealt decreased by 20%, and the anti-heal debuff. We have Iris with the decay debuff and the damage dealt decreased by 20%. And poor Ares over here cannot heal and will take all the burn. So let's see what TLG is going to do here. The dark spear gun is still available for use here, and now we have the shields on the Ironhide here. So the next physical attack and magical attack she will take is going to be 90% less. So I'm curious what TLG is going to do here. The Iris cannot be guarded, but I'm not sure if TLG wants to go for that snipe there. But we shall see. So TLG just planning his next moves. Fearless Hurricane should be available for the next turn of Iris. So yeah, it looks like TLG is going to go in for the snipe here, and let's see if this will kill the Iris or not. Iris will live with 7k life, and all of that healing is going to kill off Yusuke, and Yusuke will die here. So unfortunately, TLG was unable to get that snipe there. Now we have a piece of mind coming in from Roylee. And all we have is the Landius and the Iris and Ares available for TLG here. So I wonder if TLG should move with Ares here. and then try to go in for the heal. Then what TLG can do, he can try to get last Hurricane going off here. One, two, three, four. Can't reach. Alright, so we have an Arcane Gale coming off. Gonna apply a lot of debuffs to everyone. And looks like Landia's can't receive any kind of healing and defense down by 20%. Meanwhile, Iris cannot use her passive skills. And we still have 2 turns left for Reen in the Ogre status. Landia's going to move on. It's going to retreat back. And it's going to be protecting the Landius here. Now we have the Iris and Erenhad available for movement. And it looks like Erenhad is going to deal a good amount of damage to the Landius, but now she's going to lose that physical barrier right now. So Iris can actually go over here and try to remove a debuff here from Landius. Looks like we're gonna have a heal done upon herself, and it's going to give a regeneration buff to Landius, which is not really going to work out as much. And now we're going into the next turn. TLG. It's going to be taking the turn now. And I'm curious what TLG's plan is. The Landius is awfully low, but he does still have another life here. And I do believe Stormlance is available for use on the Erenhad of Roylee. And I do believe the Fearless Hurricane Wind Whisper combo is available for Ares as well. I do believe that Ares should be healed back to full, or Landius can decide to guard, and that is what is going to happen here. So we have Peace of Mind going off, Indomitable is going to go off, and unfortunately the Landius is going to die here, it seems like. But we shall see. And it looks like we're have a total destruction, and it's going to take out the Ares in one shot. And we do have the Steel Maiden going off, and more than likely the Erenhad is going to take out the Landius, and Erenhad is going to take him out, and TLG only down to a lone Iris. And Erenhad is going to go down, but I don't think this is going to be enough. And Roylee is going to take game 2. Wow, Roylee